Hello! Hi there! It's me, it's Dave, or the Jaded Rabbit. God bless you, my friends. Thank you kindly for clicking on this video, for deciding to spend some of your day with me, because I think we have a very interesting topic here. I am a very nerdy person, so I care very much about min-maxing certain things within invasions, single player. All of these single player mechanics are very intriguing to me, and it's definitely intriguing to note the differences between the mechanics of Mortal Kombat 11 and Mortal Kombat 1. Mortal Kombat in general, trying to utilize single player mechanics, has inadvertently or maybe quite intentionally copied Pokemon. There has always been an element type system within the game. So it was really well defined, and I think people were familiar, if you did touch the Augment system, that there are 10 types within Mortal Kombat. Let's see: poison, chaos, dark, magic, fire, ice, electric, energy, physical, blood. Did we get them all? Poison? Yeah. So there's 10. And I mean, you could relate it to Pokemon. I would say not modern day Pokemon. Pokemon nowadays, it has like the fairy type, the steel type, the dark type. I would say more so this is resembling what you got in Mortal Kombat, or rather in Pokemon Red and Blue, that first generation, where it was just 15 types. Here you have 10 types, and you can see the similarities immediately because there are certain types that are more effective against others. So, for instance, magic would be immune against other magic characters. What was that? What just popped up? I just clicked out of that so quickly. I don't even know what that was. Let's see. Wow. And I mean, like, coming back to the game, it feels like nothing. Like, this is better. It feels like this is better. What popped up? Race Against Time. Oh, I guess. Well, guess who didn't play Race Against Time? Me. I wonder, are people still doing Race Against Time? Ooh, well, they're still trying. I'm seeing similar names. Hey, Buffy. Hey, Buffy, you're number 5. But I have seen these other names before. I mean, with less competition, surely they'll be getting higher scores, right? Hey, it's Sorcerer. You're number 12? Wow, I can't believe I know people on the top 100 in the top 20. Good job, guys. Good job that you're playing MK11. MK11 is way more fun than MK1. So there has always been like a type system in the game. You can see here with the consumables in the bottom right, things are like physical, electric, energy, poison, whatever. So type effectiveness doesn't actually matter for a lot of the towers. It only matters for test your luck towers. So previously in 2019, type effectiveness was a thing that could factor into co-op towers. So you could receive a little resistance or a little boost to damage if you selected the correct typing. However, none of this was really clear to the player because they didn't identify these things. For the longest time, I thought Jade was energy because she has green, and energy within the game is green. So I thought, okay, green. But no, she's magic, right? And they didn't properly identify that until you go into single player. Doesn't matter what tower. Then you could go in and you could, yeah, let's do Jade. once you go into a single player match like Towers of Time, you can see the elemental data. And the elemental data was something that was supposed to have been included in the game since day one, based on concept arts for UI for this game. So they didn't want to give people this information, but then they eventually did, even though there was places in the move lists to include this information. And with the release of MK1, immediately you do get this move elemental data, like you see there at the bottom, right? Bottom right. Glaver Saver. Magic. It's a magic attack. So I would liken magic to like fairy type of Pokemon because they're both pink and gay. So that's all I that's all I know. I'm kidding. I know more. So let's go back to Tower Select. Ooh, we have 2 skip fight tokens. I certainly exhausted my supplies of skip fight tokens in this game. Was trying to get all the variation icons. Missing 2. Got all of them, saved 2. Whatever. So type effectiveness, type resistances, it's more so a thing here in Test Your Luck. It was quite complex because for every character, they would have a different set of what would be strong against them, what they were going to be resistant to, and what they were going to be immune to. So rather than knowing like the weaknesses and the resistances, which only granted like a plus 20, minus 20 in terms of damage boost or damage taken. It was more so to know like who these characters were going to be immune to. And more so characters like you see Collector, Devora, like immediately. Collector's a dark type. Well, oh no, he's a chaos type. He's going to be immune to chaos attacks. Devora is a poison type. She's going to be immune to poison attacks. And the immunities, I feel, led to so many interesting situations. Because, like, Rain, tough. He could just freeze you constantly. Which was entertaining. Like, the modifiers here were no joke. These are tough modifiers. I miss this. Ooh, we should triple version swap. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna triple version swap. Because the beautiful thing about MK11 being on 3 different platforms is that you can have access to those 3 different versions of the game on one console. And heck, if there is a Sonya level 3 Lucality, that is the last Lucality I am missing in the game. Uh-oh. 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 Do you guys have green screen? Aw, damn it. You know, my Elgato never really liked MK11. MK11 was too much for the poor thing. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we're in MK11. But the PS4 version. Let's see, is this working? Oh no, it's not. Technical difficulties. Okay, here we go. Oh wow. I got my rewards on the PS4 version? Strange. That is so strange. Okay. I guess I did a tower or something on the PS4 version. But do you see here the rewards are different? They were for Spawn and Scorpion. Now they're for Terminator and Noob Saibot. Oh, very cool. See, this game is so much more fun. Wow. Who knew that this was going to be an MK11 day? But there was elements of Pokemon that were sort of put into this game, MK11, like the type effectivenesses. But I feel like MK1 rips off Pokemon even more The augment system trying to combine 9 different augments to create a unique build, whether it be generic for any character, because I had generic builds that would help for stage 6. And then there's like unique character builds. There were things that would amplify how Noob Saibot does amplifies, right? He would get like 4 amplifies, lots of damage. I mean, like, there were things that would individually change different character moves. You don't get that in MK1. Everything is just generic, which immediately you can see if there is nothing unique, nothing like individualized for a build, like Jinsei essences, then everything is just more baby and basic for children to understand. I don't know why they do this. Actually, I do know why. They try to make things easy for people to access. I guess nobody wanted to play with augments, but I quite enjoyed them. So yes, here you can see there's Sindel Cassie rewards. Not good. But the one thing to always like remember about elemental resistances or weaknesses, it was the immunities. But more importantly, nobody was immune to physical type attacks. So physical lucky blows builds, these ones would be really useful for getting through all situations of test your luck. But there was many different ways to tackle test your luck, right? Lots of different strategies that could be employed. However, with Mortal Kombat 1 Invasions, everything is still... It's still got that 10 elements. No one is immune, though. Immunities add so much variety to the type effectivenesses. So let's show this off. So this is a type effectiveness chart for MK11. Oops. Yeah, okay. As you can see, it's like really small, really tiny, because for every character, there was individualized resistances, which are these red lines. The green pluses is what they were vulnerable to, and they were immune. So there was just a lot more to comprehend, deal with in Mortal Kombat 11. But MK1 is so basic boots. It's so basic. I don't know why they make it so basic. So let's go back to MK1. So the type effectiveness chart that they show in Invasions, it's so overly complicated. That was me trying to simplify MK11. That was too complicated. But when you come to this, why? Why can't you just make a type chart like Pokemon? When they do this, they introduce redundancy into what you're resistant or what you're super effective to. And in MK1, these things have more significance because the resistances are quite large. Plus 50, minus 50. You can really take very little damage, or you could deal a lot of damage if you use the type effectivenesses properly. And I recognize that during the Invasions survey, do you recall this? Invasions survey? Perhaps you participated. They were asking if you played with the same character, or if... Sorry, I'm multitasking. Oh lord. Type advantage. I want to pull up the Mortal Kombat type of effectiveness chart. But yeah, they asked in the survey if you swap characters, if you played a type advantage, and I selected yes, and I don't think a lot of people do. I think a lot of people just play Invasions playing with the same character. I would love to hear from you. What is your strategy? Because I think this is the only way to like. I'm a nerd. I love to min max optimize these things, but I think I've done it already. The game is so basic, so there's no immunities here. There are some situations where, like, electric type, like Raiden, he has no weaknesses, so he takes like neutral damage from everyone on the roster. Or like physical types, they're dealing just the same neutral damage to everyone on the roster. No one is oh no, I got that wrong. More damage. They're not dealing super effective damage to anyone. But you can see, like, the way that they phrase it and the way they set this up, it's very complicated. But it's not so complicated, I feel, when you look. So this is the type effectiveness chart for MK11, right? And this is the one for MK1. There's no immunities. I think immunities add so much more to gameplay. Imagine if Astra was immune to dark. Just because lore-wise, she's a demon and she wants to be an angel or some BS. I don't know. But just imagine if she was immune to dark type attacks. That would add a wrench in people's gameplay if their favorite character was like Melina or Kenshi, and suddenly their dark type attacks were doing nothing. Like, they would have to swap. I think, like, in a fighting game, these mechanics should be encouraging you, all of us, to be swapping and playing with different characters on the roster. Right? Like in MK11, if you wanted really good quick kill build, well, you're going to have to get used to Noob or Melina or Sindel or someone. Actually, there was quick kill builds for a lot of characters. What am I talking about? But I mean, yeah, like, definitely without the ability to create individualized builds, the things that are taking more effect in the game. And assuming you don't want to grind. Because if you do want to grind, you could just hook up a turbo controller. Not hard. In fact, I recommend it. I do everything with a turbo controller in this game because there is no reason to actually touch it aside from completing the nodes, because you have to directional input between the nodes, or in Kombat League when you actually have to try. This stupid game. It's so stupid. So yeah, I really don't like the fact that they take this simple chart, right? And then they present you with this. Like, what the hell is all of this? Egyptian hieroglyphics? Like, what is this? So I don't find it clear. I don't find it useful. I also really, I don't like this. Let's see if we can get this. Here we go. This is surprising. This has been in the game since day one. Wasn't denoted anywhere in the game until Season 3. Up until Season 3, you would have had to guess what the different elemental effects were. So, poison makes the victim vulnerable. Victim takes more damage. Well, that's different from MK11. But generally, the same buffs from MK1 that have been applied, or MK11 that have been applied here, they have been weakened. Think about the healing that you could have gotten from Scarlet, or the crazy block damage that you could have gotten with dark type attacks. Yeah, and this confusion one. The confusion one has been nerfed because it used to cause damage to the opponent. Reflect damage back to the opponent. It's just kind of Sad. But some of the things are completely the same. Like weakened, that's exactly what energy did in MK11. Um, but yeah, really, really interesting to see broken here. Victim takes full damage from normal blocked attacks. I think one of the best elemental effects from MK11 was the dark type one, where it would cause up to, what was it? What was level 4 falling darkness? Was it 2400% extra damage? And level 3 was 1800 and level 2 was 1200. Level 1 was 600. Yes, I think that was it. But you used to get 2400% more block damage. That's way better than broken for physical type, and physical type effects used to be one of the best in MK11, where you would have the high and mighty effect causing double damage with point of attack. Yeah, I'm like so sad. I don't know what they were thinking with this game, but they've made it for like dumb babies. This is what I'm thinking. With this kind of type chart, and given that we've reduced the complexity so much, it just must be for babies. Dumb babies. Not blaming anyone if they don't want to bother learning the type chartness, but I do think having a set of characters that you can easily swap to for all situations and invasions, that's good. So that's what we're going to be trying to do here. Yeah. Fun times. Let's see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Red Hood, hello. Hanzo, J Tappy, thank you for being here. Just Drew, OMG, hello. Okay. Getting to my computer. All right. Brian, Alejandro, I'm still doing Race Against Time on Xbox. I'm still getting some of the skins. Ooh, yay. MK11, I'm AFK grinding the Terminator Tower on brutal difficulty. Oh my word. That's good. That is good. I mean, I probably should have done that for variation icons. But I was triple version swapping after every tower completion. So I can't really use the turbo there, but I could see, yeah, there is usefulness. As soon as I've seen MK11, I feel, oh, wow, I love MK11. Love this game. Yes, MK11, so great. Does Melina know how she got pregnant? What is this? So Pikachu cannot become Raichu. Exactly. Right. Exactly. I don't look I look at all this stuff, my friends. I am very nerdy. All right. So, let us get into this. So there are several archetypes. Archetypes of base stats. What am I talking about? So, like, do you know in Pokemon? Jesus. So, let's go Venusaur Wikipedia stats at level 100. I think it's Bulbapedia. It's been a while since I've looked up Pokemon stuff. But there is this concept of base stats, and when you take any Pokemon species all the way to level 100, they're going to have different stat distributions. So I think the same is, like, this is also true for, where is it? Stats. Here we go. Base stats. Ah, yes. Yes, this is exactly what I wanted. So there is the same concept at level 30. Every character is going to have different special, different health, different attack in Mortal Kombat 1. But it's not as varied as you would in Pokemon. Like every different Pokemon species is going to have a different base stat total. But in Mortal Kombat 1, all the characters fall into like a small category, small number of categories. So let's go back to MK1 and you'll have a better understanding here. So I do think like going to level 30 with turbo controller is probably ideal. This is what you should do, number 1, so that you can be over leveled for every situation in invasions. Because I know that people tell me, how do you get past this survive? Well, I mean, having a basic understanding of how to read that stupid chart in MK1 will allow you to choose a character that will properly resist it, especially if you plus an elemental capsule, which will give you plus 50% resistance. So yeah, that combined, plus also choosing a tanky character. So all of the characters have different base stat totals. I should get a white Anenra core for Omni-Man. But you can see here, some characters at level 30 will have the most of their points will be in health. Like, Geras is a tank. Compared to Baraka, who's got, like, 54 in attack. Kenshi's got 54 in special, right? So there are these, like, differences, but there aren't lots of differences. There is a category where all the characters have an equal distribution of stats. Very curious. So, properly choosing the optimal character to survive any situation, you would want a character like Geras, because he's got the most health points, just naturally. So that if you do select Geras, put all the points in health, he's going to have the most health points to allow you to withstand those survives. Which is like, I mean, it's not hard. I get that people say that it's hard. Maybe it's hard at the beginning and you don't have health points, but once you have all the health points plus a proper resistance, like Geras is a perfect example. Like Geras has got the fire resistance and the ice resistance. So he can resist 2 types. He's also got the most health. So immediately he's like a great option for those types of survives. Okay, so let's go here. I would like to get this thing and apply it to Omni-Man. Because I used him, but I don't know if he's got 47 in health. I'm pretty sure he does. So we're just going to make sure. Oh yeah, he does. See, like there's a small number of archetypes into which all the characters fall into. So if you need a fire resistance or an ice resistance, you could take Geras or you could take Omni-Man, right? There's multiple options. But it's just so simple. I think what would have made it better is if there were immunities, for sure. They could be like lore oriented or more modifiers that would grant characters, this is crazy, armor. Elemental armor. There should be more of it. Or at least they should make elemental armor work like how it did in Season 1. But yes, lots of nerfs. They love to nerf. So let's go back here. And before I look at the game, the other thing that I want to identify, best attackers. So for every elemental type, there's got to be someone who will kill them. All physical. Now, I think I might be wrong on some of these, but I would love to properly figure it out. I'm open to the idea that maybe Quan Chi or someone else might be better suited. But basically, you need someone to handle all types. So, Reptile, he can deal with all physical types. Raiden can take on all ice types. All blood types. Including Rain and Havoc. And I guess it's important to identify the dual types. Not like they add much difference. The only ones that are interesting are like Shang Tsung, because he carries a strong weakness, double weakness to ice types. But generally with all of these dual types, they just get extra weaknesses. Not much, unfortunately. I'm not including Liu Kang in here because Liu Kang is essentially a fire type. In all of the Invasions, he's only listed as an enemy, as a fire type. And when you use Liu Kang, you are carrying dual weaknesses, but you don't actually have electric type attacks to use at your in your arsenal, which is, it just all points to there's a lack of thought that was put into this. Okay, so let's go Katana. So I guess you could choose any character who is poison type. Like you could put Shang Tsung here instead of Reptile. But then the question is, whose uppercut does the most damage? Because you can boil everything in Invasions down to an uppercut. So best attackers, a.k.a. who has the best uppercut of them all. It's stupid, right? It's a really dumb game. So I do think Katana's maybe the best magic uppercut. And this is going to hit all dark types. All energy types. So this is going to be... Oh, I guess we could just list them. Baraka, Geras. I guess Omni-Man is not there. I wouldn't... you could use him on Smoke. But Smoke can also be killed by Katana super effectively. Actually, I wouldn't recommend it. Reptile, poison type, there's some glitchiness with it. Because you should be able to use him super effectively against Rain, but I would recommend using Raiden. Okay, Raiden's uppercut is also physical, so this needs to be... Use a combo. Use a combo. All dark types, Smoke, Melina, Kenshi, all energy types, Tanya, Lee Men. All blood types. Natara, Reiko. I think we've got them all, right? Like, it's not that many characters you need to play with. So, okay, let's also do Sub-Zero. All fire types. So, fire and ice have, like, this weird relationship in the game where they are super effective against each other, right? But they're also resistant against their own type. You can see it here. Very interesting, because if you try to use a type offensively, you're also going to be taking lots of damage. So it becomes risky. But really, fire type only has that weakness against ice. Do you see that? So, yeah. It is what it is. Stupid game. Stupid game. Scorpion, Liu Kang, what's his face? What is his face? Shang Tsung. And all poison types. You know how many poison types there are? Reptile and Shang Tsung. Isn't that stupid? Like, you have some types that are, like, underrepresented. Oh, I'm not even showing you what I'm typing. Okay, so let's go into here. Because, like, I was trying to pull that all off of memory. Because having that stuff easily at the tip of your mind when you're doing invasions, not like you're doing invasions that often, but knowing the stupid type chart is useful. So I'm trying to pull up here this thing. So, like, look at the type distribution. We've got poison type Shang Tsung, and that's only specific moves, right? There's no other poison type asides from reptile. Like, why? Where's Devora? Devora could be a poison type. I don't know about this. At least in terms for the roster in elemental type distribution. What's the point of making typings when you have some types that are just so underrepresented? And then some types that are overrepresented, right? Because, like, think about all the dark types, all the energy types. They're always there. I think I'm missing some. Maybe, perhaps. Yeah, I'm missing Johnny, because he's also energy type. Doesn't even make sense, because he's got, like, no green glow. Makes no sense. Alright, so let's go here. Let's see. So, Raiden, Reptile, Katana, Sub-Zero. Do you need anyone else? I guess you do. I'm going to throw in there Peacemaker. He's better than Tanya, Lehman, or Johnny. All chaos types. So, this is going to be Havoc, Shao Kahn. That's it. Because there's no representation. What is this type system? I hate this type system. I hate this rip-off Pokemon element because it's just worse. Worse than everything that Pokemon could have ever been. It feels insulting that they think that they can get away with calling this an RPG by just ripping off Pokemon. Okay. I'm just gonna, I don't know, bold? Yeah, like, if you want electric type offense, like, who are you going to rely on? Because Rain's got one move that's electric type. That one where he, like, goes in the air, down, down, up, into the air, and then throws out, like, a lightning ball. Like, Raiden is always going to be stupid Pikachu in these games, isn't he? Let's pull this up. Okay. So, Quan Chi. Oh, I forgot about this. This would be also in the Chaos category, but I'm just making sure that I haven't forgotten any. Oh, I have forgotten one. Okay. I see. Okay, so this is also going to be effective against Quan Chi. Wow, what is... I hate this. Doesn't this suck? This game is so basic. You could be using uppercuts with just your one character, but unfortunately there is another character that might be better. Now, with Raiden, use a combo. But Peacemaker, use a special. All points in special, not points in attack. So let's see. Do we have them all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh wait, no. We're missing one. 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh yeah, I forgot. So Shao Kahn, all magic types, Katana, Sindel, Kung Lao. Right? I think that's it. So you could boil down the game to 6 characters. That's lame. But I'm missing one type. So physical, ice. What's the type? Ooh, all electric types. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh wait, we included smoke twice, so that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I put Havoc in there twice. Oh no, Havoc, no. Excluding Havoc. Okay, can't type. Let's see, because I do believe Chaos energy 2 times on Chaos, but 1/2 on Blood. So the 2 things make it neutral, not super effective in the case of Havoc. Does that make sense? Because it's a dual type. Whoopee. I guess I didn't include Astra. Who wants to remember Astra? Okay, I decided to put Astra here under Katana because if you use Sub-Zero versus Astra, you could be hit with super effective damage. But I think this is like kind of lame. That game has sort of made the whole process reductive compared to Pokemon. Like, if the reference point is Pokemon Red and Blue, well, like, surely you there was more than just 6 characters that you could use on your team, maybe. Or maybe not. Let's see. It would be like Gengar, Mewtwo, Alakazam, Chansey, Tauros, Snorlax. I don't know. It seems like there's a lot of options that you could put on a team. But in Mortal Kombat 1, to really be dealing lots of damage easily, I think is necessary to have this just at the tip of your mind so that you can call upon the most effective damage dealer. I used to use Tanya. Tanya sucks. Tanya sucks. Shao Kahn is questionable because you do need to use a buff before he's super effective against any magic type. But what are your other options? Quan Chi, his uppercut is not chaos. Havoc's uppercut is blood. So it's strange. Very strange. A lot of these chaos users, right? Havoc, Quan Chi, they are dual types compared to Shao, who's only chaos when he pulls up his buff. Weird. Okay. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying. This is kind of depressing. It's very depressing. They seen how well Pal World was doing. That's why they ripped off Pokemon too. Isn't Rhyhorn the best Pokemon? Maybe. He just doesn't know Melina is pregnant with her baby. Oh my god. Combat League is trash. Do the cameos have types? Yes, they do. They do have types. I think for the most part, cameos are only factored into the consideration. Cameo types. Used only offensively. Because the ability to attack a cameo is dependent on the enemy AI summoning an ambush or a summon cameo, right? So hitting the cameo effectively isn't something that you can do consistently, but you could account for them if they're throwing attacks at you. I think it's more so only if cameo is super effective against you. So I notice sometimes when I play through the nodes on a first playthrough, I think the cameos are fixed upon that first playthrough. Afterwards, when you repeat it, the cameos will change. But from what I see, it seems like the first one is static. I could be wrong. But I have found multiple times they'll have a magic main user and an energy cameo user so that the cameo would hit super effectively on a chaos type. If that makes sense. I'm paying attention to all of the stuff about the game. I'm a nerd. This is what I do. So it's interesting that they try to account for people potentially using super effective strategies, but for the most part, I think cameos are just throwaway in the whole equation of this. Okay, so Reptile definitely has like best poisoned uppercut compared with Shang. Raiden, it would need to be some sort of electric combo. There's like very few electric types. Electric type attacks that you can use consistently. I guess you could use specials. Use a combo or specials. That would work as well. Katana. I'm looking for one button moves that are dealing like the most damage. So let's actually check it out with Raiden. So our options electric wise. Let's just check. Like, why is there only two? And like Liu Kang and Rain are just pretend electrics. I don't know why they do this. There's really no move diversity in the game. Frustrating. So let's try. Let's put on Rain, Liu Kang, and Raiden. And from Invasion's practice, we should be able to see the element data. Yeah, okay. So take a look at Rain. All of his attacks are these blue colors. So everything's ice coming off of Rain. Same here. The only thing that's electric is the down, down, up. I don't like this move. There's a combo challenge where you have to combo with it. Yeah, it's hard to not just taunt. Yeah, it's a dumb move. I don't like it. So that does 90 damage, right? So that's our first contender of best electric move. Let's try this. So Liu Kang, I'm just gonna double check. I don't think he has any electric moves. It's so perplexing to see this on Liu Kang. If I get none of the benefit of having a dual typing, why have it? It just makes the character worse. Yeah, so there's nothing electric here. There's nothing electric here. You know who does fire electric better? Striker. He at least has like fire and electric things. Hot damn. Okay. Well, Liu Kang is worthless. So seeing that these characters are classified as electric, it's just like you fail. Like this is not what you were supposed to do. You failed at the brief of giving them electric type attacks. So I guess Invasions, what, tacked on? It feels very tacked on. They didn't properly account for these things. So unlike Katana, who has like a magic uppercut, this dude has a physical uppercut. Oh my word, they're telling me to cancel into the uppercut. Oh my word, I don't want to. I don't know why they made this a thing. This feels so useless. Use 2 bars so that you can combo into your uppercut. Too much. Too much. I don't like that. Alright, so the electric type attacks. Few. So, what combo is best? Three, 4. I've been doing 3, 4, 1, 2. Of course, I can't tell what my actual damage would be because we're in Invasion. This is great. I would love it if they had the ability to add what single player mechanics should be in practice. Like they've tried adding it to regular practice, but they always forget about this crap that they have created. Let's see. So 60, 80. Look how little damage it does. I'm trying to figure out if there's like a single move that would be dealing more damage than the easy combo that I do. I don't think so. Interesting. So going back here, I really don't think that there's like room for debate on what character would be the best for invasions for a particular node if you're using type effective strategies. Like Reptile has the best poison uppercut. Raiden, he's got the only electric attacks in the game. Katana's also got, I think, the best uppercut out of Kung Lao and Sindel. Sub-Zero and Rain. Rain's uppercut is like what? Because the option here would be to use Rain in place of Sub-Zero. But Rain sucks. I mean, I think like if you are trying to do like type effective strategies, having a character with actual moves that you could access besides the stupid Thunderball would be good. But okay, now I'm thinking. Rain with all of his points in special would create for like a situation of a lot of damage off his special attacks. But Rain God is so complicated to use. Do you see it? You can go close, far, delay. Okay, let's see. Enhanced Geyser. Regular Geyser. 70. I mean, an uppercut does 120. And we wouldn't necessarily have meter. I'm out of meter already. Okay, yeah, I'm still not convinced on Rain. And then down to... Oh, it's 140. I'm so silly. The uppercuts are dealing 140, of course. So this is ice. All of his attacks are very icy. This is good if you want to use him for an ice attacker. Is this a better uppercut than Sub-Zero's? Oh my god, maybe it is. It is pretty big. I mean, it looks pretty big. It goes even behind him. That was one thing I loved about Jade's uppercut. It used to go behind her as well. I miss Jade. This game. What a terrible game. Okay, so Rain. Is this better than Sub-Zero? This is the question. Now, if I have miscalculated in any way, he would be taking extra damage from the poison types that he's supposed to be super effective against, because he's also an electric type defensively. So I think for that reason, Sub-Zero must be better than Rain. Peacemaker is definitely better than Tanya or Lee Men, because they don't have those uppercuts. Peacemaker doesn't have an uppercut either, but his special attacks are all energy based. Okay, so let's see what Lee Men is doing. Let's also see what you guys are saying. Thank you for joining. Katana is an auntie. Baraka is penetrated Melina. Oh my fuck. Guys. Oh my word. What is this RPG LARPing happening in the chat about Melina and Baraka? Am I Melina and am I pregnant? You know, they say biological men can get pregnant now. Isn't that wild? Jesus. Little stoner water ball, not fall. Autocorrect. The giant waterfall is an electric move. WTF. LOL. Yeah, they're so stupid. I really don't know why NRS pretends at trying to create single player mechanics. Like I'm showing you right here, like they haven't put any thought into it. Like Liu Kang, what a joke. Rain, what a joke. Like how dare they? But this is what they do, and I don't know how people can defend it. I think when you properly understand the mechanics, you can really see how basic they are. How simple everything looks. I mean, they try to make it look complicated, but it really isn't. Yay. Good for me, I guess. I like figuring out stuff. Lu Wang, super effective. They seen how well Pal World was doing, so that's why they ripped off Pokemon 2. Well, actually, they've been doing that since MK11. That was before Pal World. Okay, so let's take a look at Lee Men. See, like, she's an energy type user. Where are her energy attacks? So they're all specials. Special girly. So does the specials do more damage than no. No, they don't. So Omni-Man has a pretty effective energy teleport in the form of Down Back 2, which deals a lot more damage than anything Lee Men does. So Lee Men is just stupid. Great. Oh, okay. Kicky. Yeah, and it's short range. Like, wouldn't you rather have the tracking teleport? I would. Okay, so Lee Men sucks. Let's check out Manya. I don't understand why Lee Men is energy either. Like, in terms of lore. Like, isn't she doing, like, firecrackers? Aren't firecrackers and Chinese lanterns, don't they have, like, fire in them? I don't know. Is that culturally inappropriate to say? Let me know. I'm sure you will. But yeah. It's how's that energy? I don't understand how Tanya's energy either. She's got like yellow flaming projectiles. How's that not a flamey? It's so dumb. Okay, anyways. So let's see her uppercut. I think it's stupid. Yeah, it's stupid. Well, why? Why is this a physical thing? Why can't this be an energy thing? If you want to have these characters represent their types, give them attacks. So I previously used to use Manya. Specifically this one. This move. The forward 2-1-1. Because it also has a brutality. But I think not Omni-Man. Peacemaker presents better options, comparatively speaking. And the damage. Well, look at this damage. What the hell is this damage? Guys, what is this? A glitch? Are you kidding me? 112.899999999. This is a stupid game. Look, it does it again. Like, when you look at the move list, when you look at the game, when you look at how they designed this shit, you can see all of the mistakes that they made. All of the holes that they haven't bothered to fill. Great. What a great game. Jesus. Okay, so all of her attacks are dealing like 60 damage, 70 damage. Peacemaker deals more per hit. So I guess I'm going to have to say Peacemaker, best energy type. And I guess the other one we need to take a look at, Shao Kahn. So the other options would be Havoc and Quan Chi. So let's take a look at Quan Chi and Havoc. Now, I'm pretty sure Quan Chi's uppercut is dark, not chaos. He is a dual type. Is it worthwhile to use him, though? I'm not certain. So let's take a look at the uppercut. It is dark. Okay. So dark types I'm not really using in the game, because when you take a look at their type advantages, they have a super effective hit on chaos, but they're resisted by energy and fairy. And fairy is dealing super effective damage to dark. And there's a lot of fairies. There's a lot of Katana, Sindel, Kung Lao versus the energy types and the fairy types that you're also hitting with half damage. And having someone to kill chaos types isn't really that needed. Like, if you take a look here, I said here, Peacemaker, use a special, all chaos types. The only chaos type is Shao Kahn. Quan Chi was brand new to the season. But two people. Like, only 2 people you would have to use Peacemaker for. Whereas all of the other characters, Sub-Zero, Katana, Raiden, Reptile, you're using them against multiple peoples. So is it worthwhile having Quan Chi as a dual type for chaos when you're rarely using dark or chaos as super effective hits? Chaos is good against the magic types, but let's see if Quan Chi has good things here. What did I do? There we go. Okay. Wanna see his attacks. Is he... I think it's the tentacles that are chaosy. Yeah, it is the tentacles. And it's the chaos stuff that we would want primarily, because the other option would be Shao Kahn's uppercut with the buff. Yeah. I don't think Quan Chi has a single attack that beats chaos uppercut from Shao Kahn. So they created this character. They give him a dual typing to make him look like different. But it really is no different. And in fact, I think it's probably even worse. Like, why would you use him? He carries so much weaknesses. I think you cancel out an energy weakness, but that's it. Let's see. Return to map. And Derek said that you would have been able to tag this stuff in the menu. Can't. He lied. Isn't it nice? Isn't it nice when people lie? So, yeah, I think you do cancel out your fairy weakness, magic weakness, because you're seeing it with both the dark type and the chaos type. If you have the resistance and the weakness, you're taking neutral damage. So what's the point? I think it would have been better if he was just a dark type, or if he was just a chaos type. The dual typings are just pointless. Really pointless. So we took a look at Quan Chi. Havoc is the other, like, he's one of the original dual typings. But he doesn't really have a lot of blood normals, but he's got blood specials and no chaos specials. So he has a lot of, like, chaos normals chaos combo strings, but then blood type specials. So trying to use him as a dual type effectively, not so great. Not so great. Because you would have to split your stat distribution between special and attack in order to properly take advantage of this. Also, who's using blood? Blood is super effective against fairy? Oh. Oh, well, maybe this is a change that I could make. Because I've been using chaos to deal with fairy. But using havoc to deal with fairy, I would be taking neutral damage. Wait, let's see. Less damage from... Oh, no. I would still have my resistance. I guess I can make sure here. Okay, yeah, for sure. I do have my resistance. Right, because the option, I guess, like, Shao Kahn is a chaos user, but I could be using Havoc's blood uppercut. Maybe. Maybe. Things to consider. So I think there is, like, room for debate somewhere on who is the most, like, optimized characters to use to counter the most characters on the roster. Reptile, Raiden, Katana, Sub-Zero. I think Shao Kahn is iffy. You could be using Havoc. You could be using, Havoc there. But I'm not really too sure how much you could be relying on, let's say, Rain to fill the role of Sub-Zero, or relying on Kung Lao to fill the role of Katana. And I'm pretty sure relying on other types like dark, blood, chaos offensively. If you take a look here, they're dealing more damage to blood, they're dealing more damage to fairy, they're dealing more damage to chaos. But we already got people who will kill blood, kill fairy, kill chaos. So there's no reason to have them there. Very intriguing. So you can see that this type effectiveness chart, once you properly understand it, it is so reductive. And in fact, like, your top choices are so limited that it kind of forces you to stop playing with other characters, specifically dual type ones where they're carrying double weaknesses and no benefits. I'm looking at Liu Kang, Rain, Quan Chi. What's the point? What is the point of all of it? So wild. So, okay, so we got the best attackers. This one should be a little easier. Best defenders. So this is for survives. Because typically you do a match, you do an uppercut, you get it done. You don't need to worry about defensive properties so much. But you do have to worry about defensive properties for survives. That's also kind of why I wanted to have these archetypes of base stats. So let's put everyone into a category. So we've got characters with max special. And that would be someone like Kenshi. So it's a 23, 31, 54, 16, 31 breakdown. 23, 31, 54, 1631 breakdown. And this is going to be max special. And this is going to include Kenshi, Katana. I'm pretty sure Quan Chi. Yep. Do you see that? Things are just repetitive. Although Quan Chi has more agility than the other characters. Is it because he's a DLC character? Why is that? Do you notice that? Do you see it? Whoa. What is up with that? Is that like a special DLC privilege or something? Oh, look, Shang Tsung is part of it too. Okay, so there is like DLC privilege. 23, 31, 54, 16, 39. Max special plus agility boost buff? This is so weird. I'm so perplexed by this. Okay, so I don't think I'm showing you guys. Let's show you. Okay. So these characters here I have totally messed with. Like you can see Sindel. I've put a lot of things on her. So the values on her aren't as representative. Really having these characters, I don't have them anyway leveled up outside of the ones that I was using. So I should be able to figure it out. What's Smoke? Oh, he's not like the other ninjas. This is all very fascinating. So Melina is also part of that same category as Katana, Kenshi. But Tanya, what is her category? I think it's like max agility, 46. 16, 39, 39, 15, 46. So we're seeing split amounts in attack and special, low defense, high agility. What does agility do in MK1? So agility gives you a better chance at doing a flawless block. So the window will be larger if you have more points in agility. Is that useful? No, not really. But it exists. Because what are you trying to do? Flawless block? Or are you trying to kill? That is the question. In single player, in MK11, MK1, whether it be Augment build or invasions, I think the question is always, how can I deal the max damage? Not how can I flawless block the best. Okay. So we're gonna say that this includes Mania. Interesting. So Rain is part of that DLC group. It's weird. That's like the only thing differentiating this group from the other group is, oh no, their numbers are reversed. Intriguing. Okay, so this is, yeah, so you can see that the numbers are just like swapped compared to other characters. So you can see here, there's like max special plus agility buff, max agility. Few categories. Why do they do this? What is the purpose of this? Oh yeah, here's the tank archetype. So that one is 47, 16. Oh, yeah, I'm being real nerdy about this. Yes, you better believe it. 15, 46, 31. Okay. Max health. Reiko. Sindel, I can't tell. Shao Kahn, I can't tell. Damn. What have I done to these characters? So, Shao, who could he be? Okay, darn. We're going to have to figure it out with someone else. Okay, so Smoke and Tanya are built the same way. Isn't that weird? That is so weird. Okay, Raiden and Melina, same build. Okay, so this is the balanced build. 31 across the board. So you can really see like the similarities here with Pokemon with the base stats. The base stats, some of them are totally balanced, some of them are emphasizing one stat. They're really trying to pull on these elements from Pokemon, but it's just done in such a poor way. Imagine if these elements were so much stronger. Oh, why is his health higher? Oh, I used him for something. Okay, curious. Balanced Scorpion. Okay. Not Scorpion. No, let me out. Strange. First survives Reiko plus Tremor. Do good. IMO. Yes, perhaps. I am trying to do more than just say use Reiko. Though. I'm trying to figure out these stats. I want to see who's the most tankiest for every type, and then we'll go from there. Because next season will be different, and I'm sort of expecting Invasions to have at least 10 seasons where a different elemental type will be the focus. So first season's fire, second season's blood, third season is ice, fourth season's dark, fifth season's electric. And then what comes after that? Magic? Katana? Season of Katana? Wild. Okay. Reptile. I guess I should just take off the things, and then I would be able to tell. Sub-Zero is part of that balanced ninja group. Johnny has got... Okay, so this is a category I haven't gotten before. Max attack. So let's do this. 31, 47, 15, 39, 23. Okay, and this is going to be max attack. So there's like a max special, a max agility, a max health, a balance category. But where is the max defense category? I guess there's not one. Okay. So Kung Lao, part of that balanced group. And then Kenshi, we got Ashra. What is this? What is this? Why is she like this? She's exactly like Smoke and Tanya. That's really intriguing. Like the people who are within the similar category, they also kind of have the same body shape. That's wild. That's really wild. So Natara, she's max health. Havoc, I have no idea. Oopsie. Geras is max health as well. And Omni-Man is max health. So strange that all of these characters are all the same, at least stat-wise. And this is Peacemaker. Oh, his stats are off because I've boosted him. Darn, yeah, some of these characters have herbs and potions and shit on them, so I can't tell. Yeah, curious. Wow. Okay. So, I think I've gotten pretty much a representative grouping. So, Reiko, Natara, Geras, Omni-Man, these are the most tanky characters health-wise. At level 30, they will have the greatest investment in their health. I tried to separate them into different categories. You can see here there's max special plus agility buff. I guess this is like sorcerer build or something. Max agility, max health, balanced, max attack. I'm pretty sure Sindel and Xiao are in this category, but I can't tell. I need to go back to like my older live stream and see what their health were or their stats. Cuz this I just can't tell now. Let's see. Oh no, I can tell. So Xiao is part of that max attack category. Okay, if you guys know what Sindel is supposed to be, let me know. I have no idea. She too complicated. I've put all sorts of things on her. So the only two I don't know are Havoc and Sindel. Cuz Reptile is This one could be different too. I guess let's take Reptile. Can I get the white and Nenric core? Oh, I can. Yay. Wow. Been streaming for a while. Okay, so let's use it. Let's see what Reptile is. 2354. So this is another category. Wow. Okay, 23, 54, 31, 16, 31. So this is max super attack, I guess. Wow, interesting categories. Like, why did they break down the stats like this? That is the question. Were they thinking that the stats were going to be... Well, I guess, having 40 in a category or 50 compared to having 15, that's like a huge jump. But you can see there is a variance in every category. Except for defense. Haven't come across anyone with like 54 in defense. Not that it's useful. Defense. Oh, yeah. So this is another way that it copies Pokemon. In Pokemon Red and Blue, like there's special, and special was both your attack and defense for special moves. But for attack and defense of like regular type attacks. And that was all based on elemental typing back in Gen 1. But they had attack and defense, but special was combined into one category. So this is what you're getting, like Gen 1 stats for Pokemon. It's so weird. It's so weird. I am so like perplexed by this, because why would they do this? Do they really think that people will feel like this is complicated, or that this is, I think this is more shallower than Pokemon, in all honesty. This is way more shallower than Pokemon. So I think the only one I don't have here is Havoc and Sindel. So if you know what category Havoc and Sindel fall into, let me know. But interesting, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different categories. Whoa. I mean, there could be more. So ideally, you would want people with the most health to be your tanks. So there's only 2 values that are high, which is 47 and 31. So you're looking at these categories of characters to be the best defenders in the game. So if you want the best survive for, oh boy, fairy. Fairy. If you need a fairy survive. So we need a dark user. So who's dark in this category? Unfortunate. There's no dark type user. So we've got energy, we've got chaos, we've got ice, fire, which is not really that useful, magic, blood, and physical. Okay, so let's change this. Versus ice or fire, Gearus or Omni-Man. And blood is resisted by energy or physical. So verse physical or energy, Natara or Reiko. And then, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's good. Let's go back here. So, blood is resistant against that. If we want chaos resists fairy. So, verse fairy, you would use Xiao. That doesn't sound like the right answer, because Xiao we're using offensively. But he is one of the best tanks for absorbing fairy hits. Curious. What are our other options? Quan Chi, Kenshi. Very intriguing. So I'm going to put here Xiao. Verse fairy equals Xiao, but you might already be using him offensively. Interesting. Okay. Lots of realizations we're coming to. So, let's see. 5 of them are complete. We've still got Kung Lao and Johnny. So Johnny is going to be resisting dark, but so is Kung Lao. I think Kung Lao is better? No, they're of equal usefulness. Intriguing. Intriguing. Okay. Let's go here. Verse dark equal Johnny or Kung Lao. I've been using Kung Lao. But it's interesting to see that based on the base stats, Kung Lao or Johnny would be the superior option. I think people knew about Reiko and Nitara already. And I've been using Geras for a lot of the survives. But Omni-Man is just as effective as Geras. So I've been using Omni-Man too. Scorpion is good for blood. So let's include that here. So Scorpion is the best tank versus blood. And so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're missing 3 more. So what other types do we need to account for? Very interesting. So Liu Kang, his electric typing is not going to allow him to tank anything because he's getting hit by everything equal damage. Sub-Zero is resistant to poison. So let's see here. Okay, so there's 2 utilities with Sub-Zero. First, poison and ice. Sub-Zero. Okay. But you might already be using him offensively. Oh no. So multi-purpose characters? It's kind of shocking that if you try to use the base stats to figure out who is the most tankiest per category, per elemental type, the game really focuses around a couple of characters. Sub-Zero, Scorpion, Shao. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't think I think based on this, you can see that the game devs don't really care about other characters. Like, they'll have, like, a certain set of characters that they will care about the most, give them the most offense, or give them the most defense, or if you're Sub-Zero, you get both of them. But, yeah. Wild. Absolutely wild. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're missing electric, and we're missing chaos. So who is going to be the best chaos defender? Kung Lao. No, I'm reading it wrong. No, definitely not Kung Lao. Oops. Okay, okay, so we're looking for someone dark to resist the chaos. And we're also looking... What? What? Is this true? Okay, dark resists electric? Let me just check this. We're just double checking. Okay. I was showing you the wrong thing. Never mind. So let's go here. Is this true? So dark. Oh, it is. So Dark is not really a useful type offensively, but it is a useful type defensively. For the next season, there will be Electric survives, given that it's going to be Season of Raiden. So having a Dark type character with a lot of health would be useful. So let's see, where did Quan Chi... he's got 23. Kenshi, Molina. Smoke has got the least. Can't use Smoke. So I'm gonna say it's gonna be either Kenshi or Molina. But these are your best defending types. I don't think there's other options. Based on the base stats, whoever has the most stats would be the most useful. Most base health stats. I guess you could say here Liu Kang alongside Scorpion. But very interesting. This has been a very interesting thought exercise, because this is going to be useful for next season versus Electric or Chaos. It also kind of gives us clues as to the next seasons if you're willing to speculate. I don't really like speculations, leaks, and rumors. But Season 1 equals fire. Season 2 equals blood. Season 3 equals ice. Season 4 equals dark. Season 5 equals electric. Season 6 equals magic? Katana? Question mark? Season 7 equals poison? Reptile? Shang Tsung? Probably Shang Tsung. It would probably be Shang Tsung, not Reptile. I say Shang Tsung because he's in the cutscene for Invasions. And then we've got Season 8. Chaos? Havoc? Not Season of Chaos, Season of Havoc. We're gonna put Shao. I hate the rumors. I hate the speculation. But, I think it's worthwhile to speculate based off of what we have already seen. It seems very likely that they're gonna have talismans of different elemental types with the upcoming seasons, as they have had in the previous seasons. So let's do... 2 more. What are the 2 more? Physical? Probably not. Physical type season sounds kind of boring. Season 10? What's the other type we're missing? Magic, poison, chaos, physical, energy. Lee Men? Mania? Blah. Blah. Season of Mania. I'm not looking forward to it. So I don't know. I actually don't think there's going to be 10 seasons. 9 seasons sounds more likely. Also seems like within the game they don't like to have physical attacking types. I don't know why. Not enough talismans have physical offensive properties. But very interesting. Yeah, so I do think that by the time we get to like season 9 or 10, they might be out of ideas and they might be recycling the seasons. In Mortal Kombat 11, there were 16 seasons before the seasons would repeat unto themselves. I think it's going to be less seasons here, but they're going to be for longer. Hell yeah, they've been longer. So less seasons for a longer time, repeating after that. Interesting. So we've got best defenders. Wow. Versus Fairy, Shao. I guess like Quan Chi wouldn't be great. He's getting hit neutrally by Fairy. And Havoc, well, he has a resistance. I guess you could use Havoc. I don't know where Havoc falls into the list, to be honest. Havoc and Sindel. Okay, wouldn't Kenshi be energy? Do you mean like Season of Energy? No, Kenshi's considered a dark type user. And in the words of Syndrome from the first Incredibles movie by Pixar, and when everybody says super, no one will be. Oh no. Season 919. Wow, quite the jump. Oops. So individuality and specialness goes down the drain because everybody is fucking special now. Oh no. Yes, I do think we're not going to be seeing everyone as Titans. Like, I don't think we're going to be seeing, like, a Titan Melina or a Titan Raiden. I don't think everyone's going to be Titan, but maybe. I wonder if Raiden will somehow get his godhood back. I don't think you can grow that back. If Baraka got Melina... Jesus. But Liu Kang created Baraka, and this Melina would be the father of the... Yes. So, really, Liu Kang's grandpa? I don't know. Speaking of Scorpion, I've been listening to Terminator tell my AFK farmer, Scorpion, get over here. Lol Terminator saying Scorpion is just funny to me. Oh no. Aw, hello. Thank you for joining. Hey there, Buffy. Hey, Ragnar. Thank you. Sindel's a wannabe drag. She won't want to be half as cute. Oh no. There was a Survive this season in which Scorpion was useful. That could be why I had 20 points invested into Scorpion. I don't recall. I mean, I do these things so... Like, you do these things so, like, effortlessly. You don't really think about the systems that you're engaging. I just use Scorpion versus Blood, right? But I don't really think that Scorpion is actually the best option. He's got the most health of any fire type. Scorpion and Liu Kang, I guess. But interesting that they create the game like so. So out of this list, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So I'm missing characters. I'm missing Peacemaker. Where does Peacemaker fit onto this list? I'm such a nerd. I'm sorry. I wasn't lying. I never lied about me being a nerd. I've always been a nerd. Okay, so let's see here. Peacemaker. It's so complicated. I can't tell. What is this? Health? I know he's got herbs. That's the problem. He's got to fall into one of these categories, though. 39, 31? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so yeah, Peacemaker, Sindel, Havoc were missing from the list. That kind of sucks. I guess I'm going to have to do some more research. If you do know the base stats for Sindel, Havoc, or Peacemaker, let me know. I'm always hungry for more information. But if you disagree with who are the best attackers, aka who has the best uppercut or single button move to use, let me know. I'm open to the idea of maybe Sindel being better than Katana. I just feel that Katana's uppercut has a little bit more range than Sindel. Sub-Zero, he could also be replaced by Rain, but he could also be hit super effectively by Reptile and Shang. And Shao could be replaced by Havoc. Maybe. These are best attackers not based on base stats, but based on easy attacks, easily accessible that would hit the most characters. And then here we've got best defenders. I don't think you should ever have a problem with survives. And even if you don't want to bother watching this video or bother with the list, you should still be able to get everything done by putting all your points in health. And or using a capsule of resistance. But all of this nerdiness. I think lends some basis for understanding what's to come in the future. Every season, they have been creating talismans, a boss, someone focused around a particular elemental type. We've gone through 4. We know the 5th one, and we can probably determine what's coming for the next 4 to 5. Not sure if there's going to be a physical one, but there will most likely be magic, poison, chaos, energy. Shang Tsung? Reptile? Curious. Whoa. The chances of MK. Exactly. I like the way in Tekken 8 they gave their characters their own chapters, but they're so short. Yes, they were. Hey there, Sunshine Laura. Thank you for being here. Little stoner. That's why I love watching you, Dave. You give me all the nerdy details. Oh my god. I'm embarrassed for myself. I'm such a nerd. I can't help it. I just really like nerding out. I love being a nerd. So yeah. I think when you do nerd out, it just gets really clear that I don't think the game developers thought much about their game. They didn't really give a rat's ass about elemental types, especially when they've left so much overlap in the design of this thing where only a few characters are needed to effectively handle the game. They could have tried harder. They really could have tried harder. I think immunities would have been a great way to expand upon the elemental stuff. But you're also seeing here best defenders. You're seeing that I think they're kind of accounting for players to just play with one character like Scorpion, Sub-Zero. So Scorpion, Sub-Zero are actually useful in certain situations. Weird. Crazy. I'm a nerd. Thank you for joining. Why doesn't Melina even remember getting Tarkot? Damn, isn't Kano tired from posing? Erectile dysfunction. I'm a nerd too. No worries. Thank you helping and educating us. Oh, thank you. All right. Well, thank you, my friends, for joining along. Hopefully you learned something. I don't know. I learned something. I like learning. But yes, don't think that this game is good. It still sucks. I never once said it's good. Please don't misconstrue me. And I'm showing you the numbers to show you why it sucks. But yes. Anyways, until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy, stay happy. Bye, my friends. Take care. Peace. Love you guys.